Are you flipping your class this year or thinking about flipping your class? Well, I've got 3 tips to do at the beginning of the school year to help make for a successful flipped classroom. Hi, my name's Christy. I'm a middle school science teacher with almost 25 years experience in the classroom. And I love helping teachers empower their students to take more ownership of their learning. And today we're talking all about the flipped classroom model. If you are implementing the flipped classroom model, then there are 3 things that you can do at the beginning of the year to help set up for a successful flipped classroom. Tip number 1, talk to the students, parents, and administrator at the beginning of the year to explain what the flipped classroom model is and how it's going to be different than what they're probably used to from other classes and other teachers. You see, it's important that parents and students understand not only what the flipped classroom model is, but why you are actually flipping your class. Talk about the benefits of the flipped classroom model, how the parents can become more involved with their students' lives because they can also watch the video so they'll know what they're actually learning back in their science class. How students don't have to work at the pace of the class, but can work at their own pace, making sure that they don't miss anything and they're not bored waiting for other students to finish taking those notes. Also, how they can watch those videos over and over again, especially right before the test. And how taking the notes at home with watching a video frees up more time in class for more engaging activities. Number 2, do the first few flips in your classroom. In the first one, you're actually going to want to model. You're going to take the students through going through the video and taking notes. Explain to them why you pause the video at certain spots, what you're writing down, have them write it down with you. Talk about what to do if there's a check for understanding during the video and they get it correct, what they're supposed to do, or if they get it incorrect, what they can do. Talk about what to do after they're done with the video, how they're going to synthesize the notes. And if you have an assessment for them to take after the video, take them through that as well. You want to go through the whole entire process, taking them through everything and explaining why you're doing certain things. Then after you do the first one modeling the whole thing, the second one you're also going to do in class, but this time they're going to do it as if they're at home so you can guide them through and coach them and fix any mistakes that are happening, reminding them how to pause the video for them to take notes. I mean, that's the beauty of the flipped classroom, right? The beauty of taking notes from a video means that they can actually pause the video, write the information down, then start it up again so they don't have to worry about doing listening, writing, and watching all at the same time. The final tip that I have for you, number 3, make the activities, the first few times you're doing a flip, make those activities ones that are exciting, engaging, and that students will really want to participate with. You see, those first activities that you're going to be doing in class the day after a flip or the day that a flip lesson is due are super important to get the students to really want to watch those videos. I make it so that they cannot do activities unless that flipped lesson is done. So my first activities are ones that they are not going to want to miss out on, because all it takes is for them to miss out on 1 or 2 of those fun, engaging activities for them to realize that it's kind of important for them to do the flipped lesson at home and not when they come in class, because those activities are ones that they're not going to want to miss out on. And for me, I have them doing fun, exciting labs. The students who decided and made a choice not to do the flipped lesson at home, they have to do the flipped lesson in class, but they're still responsible for all the data and the drawing conclusions of the lab. They just don't get to participate in actually doing the lab. So they're still responsible for the thinking part that's involved, but they're missing out on all the fun that we're doing while doing the experiments. Now, what that does is it lowers the number of students who don't do the flipped lesson before they're supposed to on the day it's due. Because by the end of the fourth or fifth flipped lesson that we do, I usually by then have about a 90% turn-in rate because the students are not wanting to miss out on all the fun. So those are my 3 tips to help make your beginning of the year of a flipped classroom model more successful.
Thank you for watching another Adventures in ISTEM and Beyond video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more Adventures in ISTEM and Beyond videos. For more ideas on how to incorporate science, technology, and skills for life into your classroom, go to adventuresinistem.com.